Keep this video short, but I've been welding for a while now. I went through a couple spools of flux core welding wire, 0.030, and by the way, at Harbor Freight, this is about $30. At Lowe's, you can buy two for about $26, $28. But yeah, I put a bunch of tacks on this side just to kind of save a little bit, but also give it that strength. And I've welded every single place possible, except for on the top side. I'm about to do that, but yeah, these are so strong. I had a hard time bending them with the sledgehammer, which is good, and you can see, even on the back side, the penetration. Look at that. Those black dots weren't there. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it over and show you the other side. As you can see, the welds are much prettier on this side. I still haven't cleaned the slag off, but welds like this I've got to grind because that's just hideous. But then I tried to do some spot welds, but I had the welding wire speed on wrong, so it just piled up and it didn't really do much. But yeah, lots of slag and lots of like bubbles, like areas where it puddled up. Right there it kind of sunk in a little bit. But yeah, that's all I've been having issues with. And I'm going to have to run a weld down right there, and that'll pull that up a little bit too, outwards like that. But as you can see, I've welded this piece of steel angle on. That was in my last video, because somebody decided to cut a lot of metal out like that to lower it, and that's not very structural, so I put this nice bed frame angle in, and I got some more from my nice neighbor that gave me that mower. It's old stuff. It's like that 3/32 thick, so I'm gonna go ahead and run that weld. Alright guys, so these welds turned out great, as you can see, especially right there. I went ahead and that's because there's one weld there, and then I tried to fill the middle, and the fill in the middle was a good weld, but there's actually a lot of welds there. But over here was pretty good. And you can see right there, it was penetrating, which is because, unlike up here in these areas, I use that map torch over there to preheat this area. Since this welder's only 90 amps, that's not a lot for welding something this thick. That's like for car body work, like thin sheet steel. So I'm going to go ahead and do that same thing on the other side. That is an amazing weld for this little welding machine. You probably can't see it that well, but that's a great weld. There's barely any pits in it. It's clean. It doesn't look bad. But then there's also a lot of holes over here on this side, so you can see where I had to repair it. And I'm just going to grind that down later, but just wanted to show you that I can make a good weld. But it's hard to do it with this welder because it just doesn't get hot enough. It's only melting the wire. It's not melting the other metal with the wire. You know, it's just not, it's not getting that hot. I honestly think that there are some welders out there that are sold that do run off of 120, 110 volt outlets, and I want to get one of those because it's really hard to upgrade to a 240 and, you know, get the 150 amp Miller welders that run off of 240. But those are super strong, and I'm going to go ahead and bolt this on. But my battery's about to go dead, so try to keep it short. I'm running out of battery, but I got this bolted on. I'm missing one bolt, but I've got two in there, as you can see, and the nuts on them, not tightened, but on them. And then one in there, and I need to look through this tall grass to find the other bolt, which is going to be fun. Or maybe one of these will work. But yeah, it's looking good. I got that all sturdy. There's no way that that's going to bend, break, anything. You can hook a trailer up to that. I'm going to need to make it a little bit longer out, but that is so on there. There's nothing you can do about it to change that fact. So, I'll keep you up to date with the next parts of this build.